Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope that you are doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. Cleo agrees that she hopes that you're having a great weekend. So sorry for not posting the past week. So life has just been crazy with all of us having allergy issues and Alex having the sniffles and then being sick, and then my grandmother had heart surgery, and then my sister had hip surgery. And so life has just been super crazy, and I have also not had a lot of time to read. But I was able to finish Cleo. Aggressive. Goodness gracious. Come over here. Thank you. I was able, she's just like everywhere. You everywhere? Thank you. Goodness. Okay, so I was able to finish like 2.5 books, no, 3 books in October, and you know, I'm happy that I was able to finish any books at all. So the first book that I finished in October was Anxious People by Frederick Backman. Guys, I loved this book so much. So it's about a bank robbery gone wrong. The bank robber goes to rob a cashless bank, and you sort of follow the footsteps of the bank robber, but then as well as the people who are actually being the hostages, where the bank robber ends up at the in the middle of the book, and you get to follow the police officers, and you sort of get to see how all of them are connected from this one event 10 years prior. It was so good. Like, I cried. It was amazing. It was just what I needed. It was just really, it's one of those books that I can't really explain it too much, because if I do, it'll give away certain aspects of the book, and I don't want to do that to you guys at all. But it was really good. 5 out of 5 stars. I recommend it 100,000,000%. The next book I read was Sleep Like the Dead. This is the 3rd book in the Charlton House Mystery series by Kate P. Adams, and I fell in love with her series during Co's Week in July, and I have been reading the series since then. And so I read that book. It was just, I love English cozy mysteries. Like, it just adds that extra level of coziness, and the fact that she loves baking as well as coffee. Like, she's a coffee addict like moi. I absolutely love. It's amazing. Love it. And then the final book that I read in October was, she is just all over me, guys. Goodness gracious. A Study in Murder. This was the Cozy Escape Book Club book for October, and it's a Victorian club mystery book by Callie Hutton. This is the first in the series. I loved it so much. I know that Lisa wasn't the biggest fan, but I loved it, and I will be pre-ordering the 2nd book in the series. I loved the fact that the main character, so it's during the Victorian ages. I love that it's based in Bath, and I love that the main character is actually a murder mystery author that writes under a male pseudonym. I love that, and she was just feisty, and she was a suffragette, and I loved how easily the world was written, but it was like flawless. Like, I still understood everything, and so it had like sort of a modern twist, but it was still based in that time, you know what I mean? I normally hate historical cozy mysteries. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I will say that Callie Hutton, she changed my mind 100%. So this is also going to be sort of what I hope to read in November. I am super excited because there is Thanksgiving break during November, so that means that hopefully I'll have some more time to read. But I'm not quite sure like how like the holidays and stuff are going to go, it being COVID times. So I am reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. So this was one of my Book of the Month Club picks. I am reading it with my friend Catherine, and I'm only like 25 pages into it, but I'm really enjoying it. So it's about this girl named Adeline. Addie and she, it's sort of like, words are hard. Goodness gracious, words are hard. So it starts like in the, I believe it's like 1714, and then it jumps to 2014, and then it goes back and forth. And so far what I've been able to get is that Addie is cursed for some reason. So I guess I could just actually read the inside cover. I actually didn't at all. It just, the cover, not gonna lie, really grabbed my attention. I have the Big Dipper tattooed on my right rib cage. So if you didn't know that, fun fact, I have the Big Dipper and my sister has the Little Dipper. But it says, never pray to the gods that answer after dark. France, 1714. In a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. As she realizes the limitations of her Faustian bargain, being able to live forever without being able to be remembered by anyone she sees, Addie chooses to flee from her small village as everything she once held dear is torn away. But there are still dreams to be had and a life to live, and she's determined to find excitement and satisfaction in the wide beckoning world, even if she will become doomed to be alone forever. Or not quite alone. As every year on her birthday, the alluring Luke comes to visit, checking to see if she's ready to give up her soul. Their darkly thrilling game stretches through the ages, seeing Addie witness history and fight to regain herself as she crosses the oceans and tries on various lives. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name. And suddenly, everything changes again. Oh, it's just so good. I'm so excited. Another book that I will be reading is the Cozy Escape Book Club, The 12 Sleighs of Christmas. I'm, of course, super excited to read that. Christmas is my absolute favorite time of the year. And then I'm not gonna try and be too ambitious. Since I read 3 books last month, I will say that I'm gonna try and read 3 books this month. And so I'm also going to read The Skeleton Makes a Friend. This is the 4th or 5th book, I believe, in the Family Skeleton series. So I'm super excited to read that as well. I've missed you guys. I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to post. You guys are amazing on Instagram, messaging me, checking up on Alex and I. It makes my heart super happy to know that I have such an amazing and understanding cozy family out in the world, in different countries and states. It's just fantastic. So that's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. Let me know what you're reading for the month of November. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, happy reading. Bye.